Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vadim and I'm a beginner day trader. Today is day number 147, and even though today is a green day, I am not really proud of my trading today. And I did not follow my morning routine. I did not follow my daily plan, and for this reason, I'm finishing my day up by $127.73 or 3.69%, and I'm gonna show you what went wrong today. So first of all, I was patiently waiting to see what we have on our scanner. We had one stock that started popping up before 7 o'clock. I think it was SVRE, and this stock sold off really hard. So I think at some point it was a leading gap around 140% on a day, and at 7 o'clock when I opened the chart, the stock was around $2. It went from $3.50 down to $2, and I think it was a Chinese stock. So it was a red flag. It was a red flag for me, and I put SVRE on a side chart. Another stock we had was VERO. It was a second leading gapper, also over 100% on a day, but it didn't have fresh news. The flame in front of the ticker was yellow. So I'm waiting. There was one stock that popped up, and it wasn't tradable on Thinkorswim. I think it was TNWG. It was a Chinese stock, and I wasn't able to buy 100 shares of it, so I started waiting for something else, and a stock popped up, GWAV, and it popped up from $5 to $8. So I was waiting to get in. I didn't want to get in with full account. I wanted just to buy 50 shares and to see if the stock is gonna work. So this was an initial plan, to start with a smaller position. So I bought 50 shares. The stock started moving higher. I decided to add 50 shares instead of just giving a stock some time to see if it's gonna squeeze, let's say, from $9 to $10 and move up. So instead, I was greedy and decided to add another 50 shares. So I was in with 100 shares, and I think at some point I was up by 20 bucks, and almost immediately stock reversed, and I was down 20 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks, and the stock was bouncing between VWAP, dipping a bit below VWAP, then moving up, breaking VWAP. So I was with 100 shares, then it dropped, and I made a big mistake. I added to my loser. First I did 50 shares, then I did another 50 shares, and quickly I was down $150 and then down $250. So looking at the stock, how it was dropping very fast, I decided to cut my loser, even though I didn't cut my loser really fast today, to be honest. So cut it, 200 shares, minus $256.53. This is how much I lost on GWE. Let me show you this trade in a trader view. As you can see, this is my P&L. I'm up by $127.73. This was a trade at 7-11 on GWAV. As you can see, down $256.53. I lost a lot on it, and I could just have sold this position when I was down 83 bucks without aiding and without, making my loser much bigger. And as you can see, I added here, and it just added another extra dollars that I lost on this trade from here down to here. Very bad trade. So, but again, it was looking pretty good. I look at one on a daily chart, and I think the resistance was, if we break $10, I think we could move to $16. I can't remember, but I have comments about this trade when I get in. So this trade, as you can see, did not work. Moving to 687, down to 687, I'm not selling. I ate it here. At this point I was up, as I said, around maybe 27 bucks. Did not sell it here and ended up selling all 200 shares at 604. And look what happened next. It dipped even lower. Before moving to $7.10, it dipped to no, actually it was after. So it went up to $7.12, which is $1 away from where I sold it. But again, I sold it and I immediately get in VERO because the stock was squeezing higher. So if I was waiting for this move, so I would probably save, yeah, $200. I would be down like $56, but you know, what if I will be waiting for the move up to the high of the day and then just moving lower and lower. I think it was around $5 and 1 cent at some point. So this was my trade on GWAV. Very bad trade. And when I was in this trade, I was noticing as VERO just hitting the scanner multiple times. VERO became a leading gapper, was 180% on a day, and it was squeezing past these levels. As you can see, we had this level that we broke, 405, moved higher to 414, dipped again to retest this level and squeezed past that. So this is when I sold GWAV and started buying. Didn't add before I was, before I was up, adding, and here I was with 400 shares, I believe, 400 shares on this stock, and I looked at the daily. If we passed a level of $5, I believe, we could move to $6. If we passed $6, we could move up to $12 a share. So this was my plan. If we can squeeze through 6, we'll be in very good shape. However, as you can see, I didn't want to be greedy, and as the stock started moving higher, I started selling to minimize my loss on GWAV. And actually I ended up with a green day today. However, as I said, GWAV was a terrible trade for me. This one was a good trade, I would say, but again, I missed this break of 405 because I was in a wrong stock. Then GFBR was moving after I sold VERO, and again, it is what it is. I need just to work on my mistakes to see what went wrong, and actually I already made a list for myself, so I'm gonna be rereading it. And that's pretty much my day. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And remember, trading is very risky, and my today's results are not typical because most of the day traders lose money in the stock market. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Good morning, guys. Our leading gap right now, SVRE. We have a pullback on 5-minute chart and on 1-minute chart. A stock is up over 109%. And I did see TNMG hitting the scanner. So we have about 3 minutes left until open. It's squeezing very fast. Chinese stock, no news. Recent reverse split. up by 45%. Share float is only 1.7 million. Up by 62%. We have 11 seconds left. We have lots of selling right now. $7 I'm gonna buy. This stock is not available to trade on Charles Schwab. So second story, as you can see, we have a bottoming tail. And MACD is open on 1 and 5 minute chart. Again, I tried to buy only 100 shares, very small position, but probably at this moment I needed to step out from my trade. So anyway, this stock is not tradable on Charles Schwab. We have IBRX moving fast, big share float on it. IBRX 300 million share float. Yeah, it moved from $3 up to $5. So it did have news already before. No, I'm not interested in this stock. So TNMG is moving up from the moment I wanted to buy. We have SVRE. For some reason, look at this move. STSS moving. STSS is moving on the scanner, hit a second time. Where it can move. STSS. News. $240 on the ask. $239 on the ask. $236. Okay, what happened with SVRE? It was a leading gapper. Why look at the drop on SVRE. This is insane. The drop is very brutal from, you know, being up on a day from 352 to down $2.13. It's way below VWAP. MACD is negative on 1 minute chart and crossing on 5 minute chart. So much selling. High of this candle is 220. Just going lower and lower. Look at this, 45% on a day, and it was, I think, like 130% on a day. Will it do a round trip? Tapping tails on TNMG. Israel IL. Backside of the move on SVRE. TNMG is not doing anything. Top and tails. PTLE. Lots of red candles. ACCL. Very crazy sell-off on Hong Kong stock. Look at this. Popped up after hours up to 11.52. Huge top and tails. We have AKTX moving up. I think I saw it already. It just doesn't have any volume. Yeah. SVRE, this is crazy. GWAV is moving on the scanner. I'm gonna try to buy 50 shares. Look at this squeeze. It can move to $8 and then to like 11, 16. Try to buy. My order wasn't filled. I don't need 500 shares of this. 50% on the day. I'm buying. Bought 50 shares. Is it holding? I'm gonna edit another 50 shares, so I'm in with 100 shares on a stock. $67% on a day. GWAV. $47% on a day. Second leading gapper. Look at this. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm buying. Edit another 50 shares. So we have ascending trend line right now on the stock. Position doesn't look good. Up by 37%. I'm not adding, just waiting with the shares I have. $1.2 million volume. Edit. In with 200 shares. Maybe I'm making a mistake, maybe not. But I decided to add on this stock. GWAV 29% moved up to 670 on this candle. We have enormous topping tail on 5-minute chart. VERO is 186% on a day. Selling. I was thinking if it's gonna move much faster on GWAV. It's not moving at all. Sold. Lost a lot here and missed moved on VERO. VERO is 234% on a day. Cannot move to like $6.21. I'm gonna add, edit, adding, I'm trying to add I guess I'm trading with what I have. It's 400 shares on VERO. Yeah, we're moving higher, nice. I'm expecting move to $6. We'll see if we will get it. VERO is 241% on a day. The high was $5.20 on it. Waiting for the break of 521 and possible move to $6 on VERO. If we can pass $6, possibly we can move like 14. Again, the news are not fresh, but who knows? This is the most obvious stock right now to trade. So 521 is the critical level, 509 for 521, 524, it's moving higher, nice. Are we gonna squeeze higher, or it was a false breakout? This is the question. It's gonna break probably 521 right now and will move higher. So we have bottoming tail on this red candle. We'll see if it's gonna work. Yep, that's working, nice. We're moving higher, waiting for the break of 550 and then to the move to $6. $542 on the ask, $545. I'm gonna take my first profit at okay, we're moving high, nice. I like to see that. Can we move to the high of to the $6? We'll see. Yeah, I'm taking my profit on the way up. Have 220 shares, 28 shares left. $5.58, $5.52. We should go to $6. This is what I'm thinking. Yeah, looks like we're going. Is this pullback will be bought up? I'm gonna sell another 100 shares. I don't like that we're not breaking right now. I'm selling another 100 shares. Was trying to sell as it moves lower, and I have 28 shares left. I'm gonna just leave it to see what's gonna happen. This is what I was expecting. We're moving and probably will break $6. Sold another and I have 8 shares left. Trying to sell. No, the flattened position does not work. So made on this trade $384.26, but I was very slow taking my defeat on my first trade on GAW. I can't remember that, GWAV, and you know, I was just holding my 200 shares position, and it was very big mistake that cost me a lot of money, over $250. And as you can see, because of it, now my daily profit is $127.73, but still I'm really grateful for it, because you know, you don't want to finish your day red, especially after such a big red trade. And looks like BDRX is moving higher. I chose stock again, the one that I shouldn't touch. We didn't have news on GWAV, but I decided to try to trade it. It didn't work. So again, really grateful finishing a day green. up by $127.73. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And remember, trading is very risky, and my today's results are not typical because most of the day traders lose money in the stock market. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday.